Hi dear students, today we are going to take new question. Prove that the following are irrational. So we have to prove that 7 root 5 is irrational. So in 7 root 5 is irrational means we have to assume the first step is important, assuming. Let us assume that 7 root 5 is rational. The reciprocal or opposite to the question. We have to take 7 root 5 is irrational, as in the question we have to take 7 root 5 is rational. Then second step is there exist co-prime integers a and b is not equals to 0 such that here a and b are the co-prime integers and integers also, but b should not be equals to 0 such that 7 root 5 is equals to a by b. We can tell that 7 root 5 is equals to a by b. Then 7 is not having any root, so shift the 7 to this side, so it will come to the denominator. We can write it as root 5 is equals to a by 7b. Here already we know that in previous problems we have proved that root 5 is rational. Root 5 is rational, but it is irrational. Root 5 is irrational, and if here we have considered that 7 root 5 is rational, so we have to tell that a by 7b is also rational, but root 5 is irrational, then a by 7b is also irrational. So here this point we have written, they have taken here root 5 is equals to a by 7b. Next we can move further for the next step. Since a and b are the integers, it implies that 7b is also integer. So a by 7b is rational. According to this one, 7 root 5 is rational, then a by 7b is also rational. It implies that this contradicts that fact that root 5 is irrational. Already we have know that root 5 is irrational, so our assumption that 7 root 5 is rational is wrong. So therefore we can tell that 7 root 5 is irrational. Only this much proof you can write in the examination. If they ask like these questions, it is very easy to write also. All the steps you have to be consider. Then other than these things, nothing you should write. See, this is not necessary, these words. This is not in this one also. Just analyze these questions. It is very important questions. Some other questions, extra questions, you can solve like this with 4 to 5 steps. Next we can go for next problem. Prove that the following are irrationals. Students, take these all the problem and solution in your notes with step by step, then only you will understand properly. With seeing all these things you can't memorize also, you can't be stored in your mind also. Prove the following are irrational. Here prove the following are irrational means we have to show that 6 plus root 2 is irrational. Here already we proved that 7 root 2 or 2 root 5, some other problems, but here with plus 6 plus root 2, this is how some difference is there, but it is easy to understand. Now you see here 6 plus root 2, we have to take 6 plus root 2. We have to prove that it is equals to or it is the irrational. Now let us assume that 6 plus root 2 is rational. Opposite to the question, we have to take the statement. In the question it is given that 6 plus root 2 is irrational, then converse of that one, 6 plus root 2 is rational, we have to take. There exist co-prime integers, that is a and b is not equal to 0, such that we can write it as 6 plus root 2 is equals to a by b. Here 6 is having plus, nothing is there means it is having plus sign here. Here you can shift the 6 to right hand side. In the 6 plus root 2 you can shift the 6 to right hand side. 6 is containing nothing sign means it is having plus sign, so when you shift the plus 6 to right hand side it will become minus 6. So root 2 is equals to a by b minus 6. Already we know that root 2 is irrational, we have proved. Already we have proved that it is irrational. So it will become here minus 6. Root 2 is equals to a by b minus 6. Root 2 nothing is there means take LCM. B is the LCM, multiply by b here in the numerator and denominator. So you will get b is in the denominator 6 minus a minus 6b. Multiplication of 6 into b is 6b. So root 2 is equals to 6 minus a minus 6b divided by b. Then we should make the sentence, since a and b are the integers, it implies that a minus 6b is also integer. A minus 6b is also integer. A minus 6b divided by b is rational, which implies that it is also irrational. Already we know that it is root 2 is irrational, but we have taken that rational. Like that only we have taken here it is rational, so which implies that it is also rational. A minus 6b is also rational. This contradicts the fact that root 2 is irrational. Our assumption that 6 plus root 2 is rational is wrong. We have known that, assumed that 6 plus root 2 is rational. What we thought it is wrong. So 6 plus root 2 is irrational. Hence it is proved. These steps are very important. Step by step method is there. Check once all the steps. All the first step, second step, third, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Last is the 6 plus root 2 is irrational. Only these steps are enough to get the marks in the examination. This is important question also. When they are having 6 plus root 2, you can take 6 minus root 2. Whatever you want you can take by changing the sign, or you can take a minus 6 plus root 2, or 3 plus root 5, 2 plus root 2, whatever. But method is same, on all the procedure of writing is same, all the steps are same. You can take all the steps like this one by one, you will get the full marks. Each step contain half marks, so you will get this question for 3 marks or 2 marks. Next we can move for next problem, very important problem. This is both the numbers having root. We can take it as step by step, I will explain. Just be careful when you are listening. Prove that root 2 and root 5 is irrational. We have to prove that root 2 plus root 5 is irrational, but we know that just for our memory purpose we are telling that root 5 is irrational and root 2 is also irrational. Both if we add means we will get the irrational number only. If one example generally I am telling, root 2 is irrational plus root 5 irrational. If we add these two numbers we will get the irrational only. This is the logic we have to think in our mind. Then first step is, let us assume that root 2 and root 5 is rational number. That is the first step we have to take. Root 2 and root 5 is rational number, so that their co-prime numbers or integers are a and b, such that root 2 plus root 5 is equals to a by b. Here nothing is there to shift. If plus 2 is there means we can shift, here minus 2 or any number is there means we can shift, but here no number, both are having roots, so we can't shift. But one of the method is squaring the both the sides. Squaring both the sides, we will get that root 2 plus root 5 whole square a by b whole square. Next we can tell that root 5 plus root 2 whole square, so it is in the form of a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Like that we can consider that root 2 plus root 5 whole square, that is equals to root 2 whole square plus root 5 whole square plus 2 into root 2 into root 5. So root 2 whole square means square will get cancelled, 2 plus here also root 2 will get cancelled, 5 is remaining, plus here 2 into root 5 we can multiply that, root 10, 5 to is 10, so we will get this answer. That is, they have written here already, that is 2 plus 2 root 2 plus 5 plus 2 root 10 equals to a plus b whole square is that, no, that one they have split it and written. This also I will write here, a square a by b whole square, that is equals to a square divided by b square. This one also they have written here, a square b square, splits and they have written according to the laws. Now we are having numbers here, we are having numbers here, 2 plus 5 that is equals to 7, and here plus sign is there, you can see that plus sign is there. So 7 plus 2 root 10 is equals to a square divided by b square. So shift the 7 to right hand side, so you will get, I will write here, seven plus 2 root 10 is equals to a square by b square. Shift this 7 to this side, you will get a square by b square. Here it is 7, it will become minus 7 here, minus 7. So nothing is there means we can consider that 1. Then here b square, but here 1 is there, multiply by b square, and here also multiply by b square, taking LCM for both the sides, so you will get b square as the denominator. In the numerator you will get a square minus 7b square. So that one we have written here, this is the step we are having here. So 2 root 10 equals to a square minus 7b square divided by b square. Then we going for next step, 2 root 10, if continuity of this step I am writing here, 2 root 10 is equals to a square minus 7b whole square divided by b square. Shift the root 2 to right hand side, you will get root 10 equals to a square minus 7b square divided by, here 2 will come to the denominator, 2b square. This is the root 10 is equals to a square minus 7b square divided by 2b square. If anything that is having root with the number means root 10, root 5, root 2, all these are irrational. So here a square minus 7b square, 2b square divided by 2b square also irrational. Hence we have proved that root 2 plus root 5 is an irrational number. Here the next step, already we have taken that 10 is equals to root 10 is equals to a square minus 7b square divided by 2b square. Here a square minus 7b square divided by 2b square is an rational number. According to the question, we have taken that root 5 plus root 2 is rational. We have assumed that one. Like that only we have taken this one, a square minus 7b square divided by 2b square is an rational number. This implies that root 10 is also a rational number. Root 10 is also a rational number. So, but already we know that root 10 is irrational number. Therefore, there is a contradiction and our assumption is wrong. Our assumption of that, what is our assumption? Root 2 plus root 5 is rational. This assumption is wrong. So, root 2 plus root 5 is irrational. So we can finally tell that root 2 plus root 5 is not a rational number. It is not a rational number, but hence we have proved that root 2 plus root 5 is irrational number. Hence proved, or hence it is proved. At the end of this one, this is the word we have to write these words, hence proved. Then only it is concluded or ended here. So it is also very important problem. You should not forget to do this problem. Different numbers they will ask, root 2 plus root 5 is there. Other than root 2 plus root 5, they can ask some other questions, root 2 plus root 3 or root 2 minus root 5. Any these numbers, root 3 plus root 5, any of these problems you have to solve by these methods. I hope you understand everything, step by step explanation, and everything you should keep in your mind. Once you write in your notes with your own handwriting, then you will understand the concept easily. You can study. These are all the topics very easily we have explained here. You should understand carefully. Next we can move that very important problem in the cbse. Prove that cube root 5 is an irrational number. Let us assume that cube root 5 is a rational number. This is the assumption we have to take. So there exist co-prime integers a and b is not equals to 0, such that cube root 5 is equals to a by b. I am writing here. Here already cube root is there. Still now we have studied about square root. So cube root is there means we have to cube. We are telling that squaring on both the sides. We have to tell now cubing on both the sides. This is the next step. We have to cubing on the both the sides. If you cubing on the both the sides, we will get that this is equals to whole cube and a by b is equals to whole cube, a by b whole cube. So you will get this cube root will cancels each other. Here according to the formula we can write it as root 5 equals to a cube divided by b cube. So here we can write it as 5 is equals to a cube divided by b cube. Nothing is that means 1, cross multiply it, you will get 5b cube is equals to a cube. Here 5b equals to a cube means we have to shift the 5 to right hand side. We will get b cube is equals to a cube divided by 5. So that is written here, b cube is equals to a cube divided by 5. Here 5 divides a cube, here 5 divides a cube, then 5 divides a also. We have to tell that according to the theorem 5 divides a cube, that implies that 5 divides a. Then 5 is the factor of a, so that we will tell that 5 is the factor of a. A is having 5 factors. Let us a is equals to 5c. Now we can tell that a is equals to 5c. Instead of b we can take that c. A is equals to 5c. So applying this one for this equation, value of a, here we will get the same thing here, b cube is equals to 5c cube divided by 5. So b cube is equals to 5 into 5 into 5c cube, because 5 is multiplied 3 times with the c cube, it is also multiplication. So 5 one time, here 5, here 5, it will cancel. I will write here b cube is equals to 5c cube divided by 5. Here b cube is equals to 5 into 5 into 5 into c cube divided by 5. Here this 5 and this 5 will cancel. 5 into 5 25. B cube is equals to we can take directly what is remaining, 5 into 5 c cube divided by nothing is there, it is considered as 1. So shift this one of the 5 to the left hand side, so you will get b cube divided by 5. B cube divided by 5, this 5 will come to this 5 will come to the denominator part of the here. So b cube divided by 5, that we have represented here, b cube divided by 5, that is equals to 5c cube. What is remaining? This is the remaining 5c cube, that is written here, 5c cube. Then we can tell that b cube is divisible by 5. So 5 divides b cube, 5 divides b cube, then 5 divides b, this is b, this is b. So 5 is the factor of b, 5 is the factor of b. We have to take that equation 3, we have to take as equation 3. Then it is b, don't forget to write it is b, 5 divides b, so that we can write it as 5 is the factor of b from equation 2 and 3. Here equation 2 is here, here equation 3 is here. From equation 2 and 3, 5 is a common factor of a and b. 5 is a common factor of a and b. A and b we have taken as integers, both are having 5 as a common factor, and a and b are not co-prime numbers. By these things we can tell that a and b is not co-prime numbers. Our assumption is wrong, that 5 cube root of 5 is an irrational number. We can hence prove that cube root of 5 is irrational number. It is important problem, don't forget this type of questions. So many questions they have repeated. Very, very easy steps I have explained here. Thank you. Before analyzing the question, you have to write once or twice, then only you will understand these problems. Thank you, students.